All right, as promised, here's the review for the bibs that I got for the mamas out there that get absolutely freezing cold, and that cold is starting to take away their passion for hunting late season. Here we go. Hey guys, Ashley Kettner with Mama Hunts. I am here today, as promised, with a review on the bibs that I'm wearing. If you saw my last review video, it was on the Action Heat heated vest from Scheels, and I had mentioned in that video kind of my backstory of why I stopped hunting late season, and that I had been pairing that vest with other items to make sure that I'm staying warm and getting through the hunts comfortably and not in pain from the cold. So I wanted to share about the bibs that I found. So backstory a little bit is these are men's bibs. So the con I will share right away is that they do not fit in the hips like a women's brand or design would. So it's super unfortunate, but however, it is not a downfall enough for me to say don't get them. When we were at Scheels, we went Black Friday this year, 2022, and there was only 2 racks, or like one aisle, but just one side, and then one little end cabinet basically for women's gear. Super disappointed. There's so many women that hunt, and I feel like we should have more options in stores, but that's for a different video. But with that being said, the 2 bib options that they had for women were just, for me, I felt way overpriced for what they were. They had a couple features that would have been nice, like fitting around the hips properly. But these ones we got for $130, and they are doing the job fantastically. So let's dive in. Let me tell you what they are, what I like about them. And you guys can decide for yourself if it's something you want in your arsenal. So these are Scheels brand wool bibs. We decided on the wool because I had remembered my dad, he wore wool all the time. I mean, just in the winter, he'd have like this wool, button-up jacket, sweatshirt looking thing, and he wore it all the time. And he hunted out west often. So wool was a hot item that he would always make sure he packed. So that was in the back of my mind to remember there's something to it. So we went with the wool. A couple things that I like is they're fairly thin, so they don't feel bulky when they're on, but yet thick enough where they're like the wool is able to really penetrate or help the wind from penetrating. So you don't feel that breeze busting through there, which is, let's be honest, if that happens, you start getting cold instantly, and once you're cold, kind of game over and you want to head back. But I wish I could show you how thin these were through here, because the ends are thicker than what the actual pants are. Like they're really thin. They don't feel bulky at all. They are heavier because it's wool, but I will tell you that it's still, I don't feel like I'm exhausted trying to climb our ravines or walking through brush or anything like that, any different than I would with any other gear. So that's a win for me. The pocket up front I use for my cell phone. It's super big, but I could probably even fit my binoculars right in there too. But here's the base of the pocket, here's the top. My phone probably fits down here. So I'm sure I could put that somewhere else, and my binoculars I bet would fit in there. At least my rangefinder and my phone would. Another thing, I have not used these pockets, so I have nothing to tell you there. They have extra stitching, like a whole separate pad basically. I don't know if you can see this. I'll try and get some close-ups, but right over your kneecap, which is phenomenal. So when you are bent down doing whatever you need to do, that has extra protection there. Kneeling in the snow, it will get through a little bit, not where my knee is soaking wet, but I can definitely feel moisture. So it's not something I'd want to sit in the snow with. Okay, so next would be the zipper. It is not the drop back or whatever they call it in the bag so you can do your business, but they do go pretty high. The zippers come about right here on me, and they go both directions. So if I need to get something in this pocket, I can just zip down, stick my hand in there, grab it, whatever. But even just having it to get when you're putting them on and getting your boots on, there's just something about not having to bounce into your pants when you've got all this gear on. So to just be able to slide your leg in like this much fabric and then zip the rest is huge plus for me. A couple other things that I really like is that the cuffs on the bottom have these snaps. And I know that this is becoming a lot more common across pants, but it's still a feature that I want to point out because I find it very important. The level of or how tight you want it. So when you're changing what style boot you're wearing based on the hunt that you're doing, you can make sure everything's still tight and you don't have that breeze or anything, whatever, getting in there that you don't want in there. So I really like that feature too. This is, like I said, men's, but this is a size large. Okay, so it seems like it'd be crazy big, but these straps are phenomenal. I'm gonna show you them. They're very thick, very sturdy. Stepped on the button on my hardwood floor. But they can adjust like crazy. So I am only 5'3". I'm actually a little bit shorter, but we're gonna round up. I'm 5'3", and these straps can go tight enough on me so that my pant leg's not dragging. I'm gonna show you here. So, see, you can just whip my leg right through. I don't know if you can see that or not in the video, but they're so much easier to get on. And my biggest downfall is the fact that it's not designed for women's hips. So the day that companies start bringing women's line clothing in for all seasons, I will be there and I will be trying stuff on and I will be purchasing something if it's affordable. My biggest thing is it's got to be affordable. It's got to be good quality because I'm not going to spend a bunch of money on something that half-assed does the job. Excuse my language, but real and raw. Okay, tuck my sweatshirt in. I'm going to snap the side buttons because I don't like bulk, any extra bulk than we need. It's winter gear, right? So we've got plenty of it on. So what I typically do is wear like a sweatshirt like this, my heated vest, then the bibs over it, and then my husband's mid-weight sweatshirt jacket I've been stealing, and then my blaze orange vest because it's muzzleloader season yet here. So I've been wearing all that, then my binoculars on top, and my cuff belt warmer thing, and then my belt with my gear in it, like my binoculars, tag, cell phone, all that good stuff. Or no, my cell phone goes here, but you get what I'm saying. So this is what this looks like. I can't show you the bottoms right now in here, but try and get a picture and show you. Right now they're too long for me as I stand here, but once I get my boots on, these don't drag in the ground. So that is the Wool Shields brand men's bibs. So it's, you know, not skin tight by any means. There's plenty of room to have all sorts of clothing in there, but like I said, it's does the job. It's keeping me warm, it's blocking the wind, and that is number one goal. There's still plenty of movement to be climbing up, ravines, ladders, whatever it is, in and out of pickups, doesn't matter. Lots of wiggle room. I could be doing jumping jacks. All right, guys, let me know if you have these bibs, what you think of them, if this video is helpful at all. If you struggle with the cold, tell me, are you going to give these bibs a try? Or do you have something that you have recently found that has completely helped you conquer keeping your body warm during hunting season, late hunting season, where there's snow? We're talking Minnesota cold, below 0 temps. I want to hear from you. Let me know, comment, subscribe, like, stay tuned for the next review. Have a good day, guys.